Welcome to the old quarter of Hanoi. This city is absolute chaos, but also beautiful in its own right. There are motorbikes everywhere, and this is nothing like I've ever seen anywhere in the world. As you can see behind me, and in some of the clips that I'm showing now, there are so many massage places in this part of Hanoi, in the old quarter. And if you're ever planning on visiting Hanoi, or staying in the old quarter, or staying in any part of Hanoi, I would definitely recommend it. As a Westerner in this place, people are not too pushy. They're not too pushy with selling you services. But of course, if you do come here as a Westerner, you will be almost sold some things, you know, street food, clothes, various items. You have to be very careful of the traffic here to make sure that nobody bumps right into you. If you're not from this part of the world, seeing some of the things that people carry on the back of their motorbikes, seeing some of the things that people carry, they carry their children on these motorbikes, it's just absolutely insane to see this as a Westerner. So there are some really great services here in Hanoi. There is an app called Grab, and this app is the super app of Southeast Asia. It's used in many Southern Eastern Asian countries. And on this app, you can order, it's very similar to Uber Eats or Deliveroo in the West, where you can order food. You can also order things like motorbike rentals. You can also just get on the back of a motorbike and essentially go, just like a taxi or an Uber in the West. There is not really much order, but there is order within the chaos. There is a method to the madness with everything that is going on here. So, if you are looking to have a spa or a massage, you can expect these types of prices for them. It is not too expensive. It is the equivalent to around, depending on the amount of time that you would like on the massage and whether it's full body or foot, but it's anywhere between starting from about $5 and can go up to around $13 is about the maximum you're going to be paying for one of the best massages here. But massages in Hanoi is not the best thing. One of the best things about this place is the food. The food here is incredible. From the traditional Vietnamese food that they serve here, of course, with things like beef pho, banh mi, to also having a very big culture around Italian food also. Tiramisu here is really quite popular, and the same with things like spaghetti and spaghetti carbonara and those types of dishes as well. So Circle K is essentially like a Walmart, not really a Walmart, like a Tesco Express if you have any in this country, in the UK, or similar to any type of grocery store that you may have in the West. These are the types of crisps that you can expect from these types of stores. They also do sell some strange Vietnamese food, like whole chicken feet. As a Westerner, these types of things scare me, as chicken feet in these types of places is quite well known and quite well eaten, but in general in the West, it's just not that popular. They have some different types of Oreos. You can see chocolate cream, They have their own version of poke, as you can see there. They have pepero. And of course, one of the biggest selling points of coming to one of these countries is how cheap everything is. To put that into comparison, you can see a can of Coke is around 14,000 dong, and this is equivalent to around 20p, or about 25 cents if you're in the US. It's so extremely cheap in these places. Coffee culture is really big here in Hanoi, as well as things like green tea. With this big coffee and tea culture comes many brands that are actually here. There isn't many Western brands here. There are things like Starbucks, but that's about the only Western brand you're really going to see in this country. However, their local teas and local coffees might actually be better than some of the Western stuff that is here, as the local Starbucks are not quite the same as in the West. But the actual local coffees, the local egg coffee that you can check out, are really actually quite good. But take a look at this. That there, I believe that they are self-serving banh mi, and you just give the cashier the cash. But back to the coffee. There are few coffee brands here, but the majority of them, very busy, but the majority of the coffee brands here are Korean brands and Chinese brands. There is a big influence of Koreans and Japanese here. But let me take you down Beer Street. This is called Beer Street. This is the place where many Westerners and many tourists come. When you come here at the weekend, it is absolutely heaving. I'm going to show a quick clip that I took when I got here. But in general, this is where many Australians, many British, many Americans are at the weekends, and you can see that these effectively are the party lanes of Hanoi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In these places you do get approached, especially in these almost tourism type places, but they're very respectable. When you say no, you don't want to drink or you don't want massage or whatever it may be, they often just leave you alone straight away.
On the way back, we can probably get a grab. Oh, no, why are you like that?
Now, one of the things that most Westerners do as soon as they land here in these foreign type countries is they effectively head straight for a Western brand, a McDonald's, a Domino's, a KFC. And that's exactly what I did on my day one, as you can feel quite overwhelmed with the amount of... Hello, I'm okay, thank you. You can feel quite overwhelmed with the amount of choices that there are here, or what may be good, what may be bad. If you are getting here and you do want to get some Western food in you before you try the local cuisine, then there is Domino's, there is KFC, there is McDonald's, but there isn't a massive amount, in all honesty. This place in the nighttime is absolutely incredible. It's just constantly bustling with life. This city just literally never sleeps. There is always somebody with a food cart. There is always somebody selling something on the side of the road. There's always somebody trying to pick you up in a taxi or wherever it may be. This city is a 24/7 city, and the majority of things around that you see in the background, literally never closes. Exotic fruits here are very, very easy to get your hands on, and there are so many fruits here that I have never seen before. And oh my god, there's prawns or something in there, I'm not too sure. But there's so many different exotic fruits that I've never tried before, and it's just really amazing to experience this type of culture. As you can see, people wrap literally anything on the back of motorbikes. The majority of people here in Hanoi do speak English, and it's very, very easy to communicate with them. If you're ordering food or getting into a taxi or an Uber or a Grab, it's very easy to communicate, or effectively there is no communication at all. You just point and go. There are a few Westerners here in Vietnam, of course, capitalizing on the very, very cheap goods, just cheap stuff in general. Now, I'm here in October, and there's not that many tourists, in all honesty. There's a few Westerners that I've seen around, but the majority of it is actually Vietnamese. So as you can see, this city is really hustle and bustle, and I hope that you can hear me okay right now. But if you really did like the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button as well. And for the next vlog, it will be me in Korea. Make sure to stay tuned. Catch you in the next one.